Okay. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Go. Hey folks! Welcome back! How you doing? We're not gonna hear how you doing at the moment because this is pre-recorded.
This gondola seems to be malfunctioning. I'll try to work on it and get it running again.
It's like Kira, you know you can just yell it.
By my calculations, it's going to take 72 power cells to fuel the heat shield against the lava on the way to Gaul and Maya's citadel.
It's a little annoying to get to the levels in this one, like depending on which ones you're trying to get to, because
wait on the daggone mine carts.
yeah, you gotta get on the mine carts a lot.
Just wait on the daggone mine carts.
And like you can't just walk on the rails or the tracks the whole time, 'cause they got holes and
Lava tube.
lava tube.
Lava tube.
I think there's one of them you have to like basically get a certain power up before you can complete this entire area or get every. Like I think there's a power cell you have to get through. You know. By the way, here's your mic over here.
Riveting and exciting, folks, don't you think?
It's like it peaked right here in game design. But see, this is like modern PlayStation.
It's not dark and dingy enough.
Oh yeah, and we don't have yeah. People aren't just still talking.
Also, Tifa's not here. What? She's hot in the new games.
Also, Tifa, we just kind of brought her up.
Yeah, probably because it's PlayStation.
So me and Corey were out hanging out yesterday, and we basically saw the Weeb mobile. What about those guys you talk to, and then you gotta give them like so many orbs, and you know, you get like 4.
Okay, so that, if I remember correctly, you have to get a yellow running out of here.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And so you have to kind of work with it. Work?
Grrr.
Man.
Everything in this game is lurker eyes. You know?
Yeah.
Just like how most of the creatures in Ed, Edd n Eddy have the same eyes.
Yeah. Or a lot of the animals have like head eyes.
Yeah.
I've still been going through watching TV shows where like I'm not binge watching the entire series. I'm like watching a whole season and then going on to a different show and you know, and then as I go like for stuff I have on DVD, and then I'll go back to the show whenever I feel like it. Finish another season, then go to another show. It's so that I don't like get too tired of the same show, like or just take a long break between. I'll just
It's like how television used to be.
Don't step into the light, Jack! Don't step into the light!
But you know, I wonder what the negative effects are of this whole, like, new season comes out, we binge it type of thing. There's got to be some kind of negative effect or something.
Like we're wanting more and we're wanting it really soon, even if the people can't really do it very soon.
I guess. I mean,
I don't know.
Like
maybe.
this whole idea of 3 years between seasons. What is this?
Yeah. course, with SpongeBob, they just release episodes whenever they feel like it. Even if it's like a later season, they'll show it before one of the previous seasons.
Wait, what?
Like okay, so they've shown episodes of SpongeBob from like season 9. Some of them after they've shown some from like season 10. Like they started showing season 9 before season 10. But I remember I look it up and like they've shown some episodes like from season, like from later seasons before some earlier seasons. Also, that was pretty cool.
Wait, oh.
You just appeared further on. Friend Allison sent me a picture. It it says how extra I am with my dog, where it had the water dish and then it had like a lemon in it, on the side like you do with cups at a restaurant.
I always hated getting all the orbs in this place.
I think we're in a spider's nest here.
The spider's nest.
Wait, where's the ready for this place? Wait, it's up in the ice area, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
The incense?
Yes, it.
I think it might be. I can't remember.
Ding. Did you know?
Don't you think? I try not to.
Yeah, try not to. I look at Sonic Boom as not really a good Sonic show, but rather a good show with Sonic characters. If you know what I mean.
Yes.
It's kind of how I feel about the Knuckles show. It's a decent show. It's not really a good Knuckles show or Sonic show. But it's still a good show. It's just got Sonic characters in it.
Come, Fox.
Yeah. I only eat grapes and Cool Ranch Doritos. But yeah, if you're wanting a Knuckles show, which is what a lot of people were wanting, like if you're wanting a actual Knuckles show, you're not going to get a very good one. But if you're wanting a show that just has Knuckles in it, as like the main Sonic character in it, but like isn't really the main character, then But it wasn't a case where they like suddenly introduced a female character and Knuckles was weak suddenly, weak old man, and then new female echidna comes in and like takes over and shows the man how it's done. Not like that. It's basically the Wade show, the character from the movies.
Damn, just I'm hoping that they keep his dialogue just as ridiculous. Like, you're a fox. I mean, he addresses people.
Yeah. Fox. You and the fox. Let's see here. Unless I'm too lazy, I don't know. Unless I decide to. I was thinking about putting an edit there, like where Jack had died right there and his back was against that stuff, and then like as Daxter's talking to him, you see like blood flicking. But I don't know. We'll see if I feel like it. If I feel like it.
I call this one my first scout fly. Oh, what? What the gay was that?
What the homosexual is that? So is a word with two letters. The first letter containing the letter S, and the second one is O. And usually when you say it, you say, "So, Andrew is really gay, isn't he?" That's an example. You cricket noise. I was making some jokes when I didn't realize I was at camp one time. I was kind of joking. I was like, "Is this thing on?"
Is this thing on?
Yeah.
That just makes me think of a bowling ball pin.
Yeah.
But like,
Well, that was the theme of our hotel at Disney World.
well,
Well, it's
tell
50s,
you
but it
how
was like
I am now a Disney traveler.
I go to Disney every year and then complain about the capitalism because I don't have my money.
What? Why could I not grab onto that?
Because I don't know. What about that picture? What was it? It's like a dad or granddad saying, "Now why don't you? Now why?" It's really dumb. Or it was like, let's see. I remember Billy. Why do we not say comment on a woman's weight or talk about her weight? Because an elephant never forgets.
Oh my god.
It's so horrible. That's funny.
Dog funny. Yeah, that's funny. Roger Clots.
They did say how they like Recess, which that was a good show also. At least they complimented that show.
Recess had a weird first season though.
It did.
Wise.
But like, it's funny how like the later seasons, it seems like some cartoons that like later on they'll have like they'll start to put in like so much plot at once, or like something about the animation and the talking is like really quick and a little different. I don't like change. But like I noticed that in like the last season of Hey Arnold, they were all talking like really quickly. Like one line right after the... Not that they were always talking fast, but like there was like one line right after the other. That kind of thing.
Let's put the PAL back in Principal.
Yes. They were trying. Only plays they were doing like an imitation of like the principal on Recess. It's principal is like Principal Prickly or something.
What a freaking name!
I know. What about how they like also touch up on stuff that like commonly happens at? I mean, not that it's anywhere near the first show, nor is it the last show that had this kind of stuff, but like how they touched on stuff that that happens at schools. Like I remember the episode where what's the name? What's the tough girl's name again? Spinelli. Whenever she accidentally called their teacher mom. And like I remember that was a thing that happened in elementary school. I don't know why, but it did.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, apparently, this has become a thing with Gen Alpha, to say, to accidentally call your teacher Alexa.
Oh,
they're so used to using Alexa. It just feels a little wrong. Something feels wrong about a kid using an Alexa.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know. I might be with the boomers on that one.
Well, it just depends. I mean, if there's some kind of kids mode on it or something, obviously, but of course, who knows what they consider kid friendly, but anyway, you gonna as I say, you gonna go to the other side, get what was over there. I can't remember if you already did that or not.
Oh, there's those over there. I gotta remember how to get over to that. They're on the left side of the screen.
Yeah, well, that's not what I was talking about, but okay, do it your way. But yeah, like I'm pretty sure I accidentally said mom to one of the teachers or a couple of times, but like I think like both times, as far as I can remember, both times I don't think anyone actually heard me. So I was like, I didn't have to get embarrassed by saying that. Or if anyone heard me, they didn't say anything. But like, you know, I'm just saying, like, recess, they kind of had stuff like that. They had like stuff that kids would.
I don't even know how that happened.
Stuff where kids would, you know, go through. And of course, you got like Nessie Classified, where they touch up on stuff that kids go through in stuff like middle school.
You know, it's loading. Daxter's tail shadow.
Yep.
Yeah, what I don't get is like freaking I want to say I might have. I don't think I called. Did I once call teacher Miss Mommy? That might have happened. So I like was halfway to the right thing and then did the wrong thing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad they did, but I wonder what made them decide to not do lives in this game.
Well, they were starting to,
I guess there was just a little bit of forward thinking.
Yeah. Lives only worked in games back then because, again, like, they had, and the reason why they made games so difficult was because they were shorter, and they didn't want you to beat it in an afternoon if you rented a game. If you rented a game, they wanted you to be able to, you know, or if you bought the game for so much money, you know, they were like, well, we need to have this, like...
what else? Oh, there's still something up there.
Yeah.
Let's get it there. Up here. Okay.
You know, with inflation, technically like Super Nintendo games cost more than games today. If you adjust for inflation. They costed more. I think some games were actually like...
Some of them were like $80.
Yeah, I was about to say $80. Some of them were like $80. And like, you know, adjusted for inflation, that's a lot more.
Yeah.
So like, I still think games are too expensive today. I mean, depending on, you know, when it comes to certain types of games, but still, you know, I'm not saying we suddenly have to appreciate and you know, just be okay with all these games being as expensive as they are. But, you know, you can appreciate it a little bit that like the standard price isn't like $80, at least not for a standard version of a game.
Unless it's a sports game that, you know, that you're paying for again.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, like
sports games are basically the like. You got games that like come out yearly that are very similar to each other, like Call of Duty. But they're different. If you really get down to it, they're different enough from each other, and they at least got original stories.
That platform, okay.
Honestly, part of the reason I'm not really getting a lot of Call of Duty games, even when they become cheaper, is that I realize that like after the 360 era, they just take up way too much space. I mean, it's been a
platform here.
You gotta wait for it.
What?
Wait. There it comes. Maybe? Okay, so it doesn't come down there, it just taunts you there.
Yep, this is going in episode 2 of my 167-part video dissertation on the character of Jak.
The character of Jak, specifically from Daxter.